what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and look at this beautiful shot from Beaver Creek. First thing this morning, it looks a little bit chilly out there. We saw slight dusting take place yesterday. We are going to see some more precipitation come our way throughout the course of today, and the one and only Mark Sassy is up running around Beaver Creek first thing this morning to give us some great information on what's happening up there. I'm your in-studio host, Maddie Evans, and we want to thank you so much for always choosing to tune in to TV8's Good Morning Vail, and especially as your wake-up routine to get you out the door and in the know before you go. Now, we've got some great national holidays to celebrate today. One of them is International We Are Not Broken Day, and this is for mental health awareness, which works out absolutely perfect because we've got SpeakUp, Reachout coming into the studio to chat with us about some great resources that we have here in our community. It's also Ditch the New Year's Resolution Day, so if you had the plan to really start going to the gym a lot, and we're 17 days into January and you have not yet started going to the gym, I think that you can just let that New Year's resolution slide for this year. Like I said, we've got a great show in store for you. Not only do we have SpeakUp Reach Out coming into the studio to chat with us, but we also have Eagle County coming in as well. We're going to give you a look at that weather, that resort report. Then, of course, we're going to let Mark take us on his fabulous adventure first thing this morning. Then we're going to take a look at that goggle lens, which is going to be best for a day like today. Now, if you're looking for some great entertainment throughout the course of today, well, you can always make your way over to the Eagle Valley Library District as they've got their story time taking place throughout the course of this morning. And now they always have a lot of really great options, so make sure that you go to their website, which is evld.org, for more information, to find your story times, to find your Eagle branch or Eagle Valley Library District branch that you would like to attend, whether it's Avon, Gypsum, or Eagle. Any of those public libraries fall under this little thing, so make sure that you go check that out and you enjoy getting out there for story time. Now, if you're looking for something else to do that's a little bit more close to home, maybe you want to get in touch with yourself, maybe you want to get in touch with those around you, well, you can make your way over to Gravity House today from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and you can enjoy Communication from the Heart. It's a meditation workshop. So maybe if your New Year's resolution is really taking that time to meditate, give yourself that grounding space, and really work on that self-care, which this is a great form of doing so, well, then you can do this tonight, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., so make sure that you go check that out. Now, we've got a lot of great live music taking place in and around our community, so if you're looking for some opera music to go in with your kind of ski day over in Vail, well, then you can enjoy music at the Vail Chop House starting at 3 p.m., music at the Red Lion starting at 4 p.m., and then music at the Sun and Alps starting at 7 p.m. That way, you can just enjoy all of that great opera and all of that great live music, and we've got so many great local artists, so make sure that you go check that out. Now, if you're looking for something else to do tonight, make sure that you head up to the Vail Performing Arts Center and you see their entire lineup of concert series, because they've got a really fabulous concert taking place tonight. It's two pianists and their brothers, and they're going to absolutely make that Vail come to life. So make sure that you go to their website, vailpac.org, to buy your tickets. Lucas and Arthur Jussin are the pianists, and they do such an amazing job. They're brothers, they work together, their music is breathtaking, and in a venue with just over 535 seats, there's not a bad seat in the house, so it's always a ton of fun to make your way up there and enjoy the show. I just had the privilege to go up there for the comedy show that took place last weekend, and I always forget how amazing that venue is, but that was my first time being there since the update of the sound system, and so we highly recommend that you get up there and you enjoy all of their fun activities, and you can look at their entire lineup of events only because they're staying very, very busy. We're going to take a short break. When we come back from the break, Mark's going to give us a look at that local weather forecast, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, I am Brett Ferraro, host of The Scoreboard. Come and watch The Scoreboard tonight where we are covering all things high school alpine ski racing, hosted here at Beaver Creek. It was a great race and all the local schools did amazing there. So be sure to watch it where we get exclusive interviews with some of their best athletes. You can watch us tonight at 6 p.m. or again at 10 p.m. or you can watch us at thescoreboardnation.com if you miss us tonight. Can't wait to see you all there.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
We've created a new way to buy and sell homes in Vail. By improving the traditional tour, you can now experience real estate from the comfort of our exclusive lounge. Virtually walk through your next home at a 1-to-1 ratio with our first-of-its-kind technology. You can explore any property, even if it's occupied, reducing a full day's tour into only an hour. This is the Immersion Theater. We're changing real estate forever.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Good Morning Vail, our Tuesday edition. I'm Mark Sassy, live up in Beaver Creek. Got Maddie in the studio, and we're looking at about 29 degrees right here at the base right now. A little bit warmer first thing before the sun makes its way up, even though we are going to see cloud cover on and off today. We are starting a winter weather advisory at 11 o'clock today. It's going to go until 5 p.m. tomorrow. More snow in the forecast. Once again, we got two back-to-back small systems, potentially 6 to 14 inches at the higher elevations by the time this system is all said and done. Let's take a look at that weather for the day. We'll jump ahead and look at that 5-day. High temperature for Vail today. It's going to be about 33 degrees with a 70% chance of more snow showers on and off and on. Snow showers off and on all day long. That's what you can expect to see over the course of the day today. Your hourly forecast, temperatures starting in the 20s, getting into the mid-30s by mid-afternoon, dropping into the mid to upper 20s by 8 o'clock tonight, with light snow and cloud cover and mostly cloudy skies throughout the daytime as this winter weather advisory starts to kick into full gear. If you're traveling down to Denver today or coming up from the Front Range, you're going to see mostly cloudy skies, but that sun should appear occasionally. 50% chance of some snow along the Front Range with a high of about 36. For Vail, 33, Avon, 35, Eagle, 36. And we're going to see snowy skies, anywhere from a 50 to a 70% chance of moisture with this winter weather advisory. Tonight, our low temperature about 16 degrees. We're going to see winds 5 to 10 miles per hour with a 70% chance of that snow continuing. And then for tomorrow, 70% chance of snow. Showers once again, 26 for a high. Sunshine, we'll see it reappear on Friday. Some afternoon snow, maybe some sunshine in the morning, about a 30% chance of snow on Friday. And then Saturday, 29, Sunday, 28. And then a mixture, just kind of some sunshine, some clouds, some snow showers. Kind of that's what we're looking at. This winter weather advisory, though, is really going to be kind of the thing that's going to be happening for the most part for us once again as it just continues to bring more snow to us. All right, we're going to take it down to Maddie next. She's going to let you know. I know Beaver Creek's picked up over 14 feet of snow so far. Let's find out what Vail has, along with everything else on the mountain with the snow report.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun & Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Mark, it looks a little bit chilly up there first thing this morning, but let's take a look at what's taking place up on our resorts. Now, if you make your way up to Beaver Creek, they're reporting 1 inch of new snow in the last 24 hours, 10 inches of new snow in the last 48 hours, bringing that season total to 169 inches. Right now, that base depth is at 44 inches. Now, if you are getting out there to ski or ride up on Beaver Creek Mountain, you can start your day at 8:30 a.m., go until 4 p.m. That way you can enjoy the most of the mountain. Now, as we take a look at what's open up on Beaver Creek Mountain, 25 lifts are open, 160 trails are open, and 85% of the terrain is open as you make your way up and exploring Beaver Creek Mountain. Now, there's a ton of fun places to go up there, so we highly recommend that you just get out and you soak up all of the fun to be had here on our resorts. Now, let's make our way over to Vail. Vail's reporting 1 new inch of snow in the last 24 hours. 8 new inches of snow in the last 48 hours, bringing that season total to 184 inches with a 56-inch base depth. Now, if you are getting out to ski or ride on Vail Mountain, you can start your morning at 8:30 and end at 3:30. Now, as we take a look to see what terrain is open over on Vail Mountain, 30 of the lifts are open, 271 of the trails are open, 98% of the terrain is open up on Vail Mountain. So all 7 legendary back bowls are open for you to get out there and explore, ski, or ride right now. And I've heard that it is amazing out on Vail Mountain as well as Beaver Creek Mountain. So we just, again, highly recommend that you get out there to explore all of the fun that's to be had here in our community and especially on our beautiful mountains. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this resort report this morning. If there's any athletic or outdoor needs that you are looking to fulfill, well, then you can make your way to Sun and Ski Sports, which is located right here in the heart of Avon. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we're going to let Mark take us on a nice little adventure, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard the Leadville Railroad. Ride this holiday season. Time for family, friends, hot cocoa, and a relaxing trip. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com. A holiday experience you won't forget.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, well, I was going to take you on an adventure and walk around Beaver Creek. Maybe we'll do that just a little bit. But I'd like to use my Tuesday segments to give everybody Michaela Schiffer update because she is just dominating the ladies on the World Cup Alpine ski racing circuit right now. Across the board, obviously in slalom, in giant slalom, which are her fortes. She also races in the Super G. She's won Super G this year. Downhill, she's also racing in downhill and the parallel slalom, which the World Cup has not seen yet this season, but they have one coming up. Let's talk a little bit about where she stands, all right? So she's holding strong right now with 82 World Cup wins. Now, she is tied with Lindsey Vonn away from tying the overall World Cup record holder of all time, male or female, Ingelmar Stenmark. She is the first athlete to win across all 6 disciplines in alpine ski racing, which is pretty phenomenal. And she and Lindsey Vonn are the 2 greatest female skiers of all time. So a little perspective, it took Michaela Schifrin 233 World Cup starts to reach 82 wins at the age of 27. For Lindsey Vonn, it took her 390 starts to reach 82 wins at the age of 33. And then for Ingelmar Stenmark, it took him 220 World Cup starts to reach the 82 wins at the age of 29. So Michaela Schifrin, she's looking at 233 World Cup starts at the age of 27 with 82 wins. So she's headed on track, okay? The last time she's won this many races in one World Cup season was her 17-win campaign from 2018 and 2019. So she is on track, if not in a better place than she ever has been. She sat out this past week's Super G races because she just had a block of 7 races over the past 15 days. So she's taking a break. But she's expected back for the Super G in Cortina on Friday, aiming for 83 wins on the World Cup to win that, to break that tie with Lindsey Vonn as of right now at 82 wins. As of now, with the World Cup points, she has a 399, that's crazy, point lead over her closest challenger in the overall standings, Petra Vlhova, who also didn't race this past weekend. Let's put this in perspective a little bit more. Winning percentages of all-time greats. I've got some information about some golfers, some tennis players, and some ski racers. So Jack Nicklaus won 73 titles, 595 starts or events it took him to get to 73. His win average is .123. Lindsey Vonn, 82 with 390 starts. Her win average is .20. Tiger Woods, 82 victories out of 371 events. Win average .22. Roger Federer, 103 wins. 367 events for him to get to that point. And that's a .281 win average. And then we'll make our way up the list. We'll go to Ingelmar Stenmark with 86 wins once again. It took him 271 starts to get to 82 wins. So he's got a .31 win average. And then we're going to go right to Michaela Schifrin. So she has 82 wins so far. Took her 233 starts to get to the 82 wins. So if you think about that, her win average is .352. So out of these all-time greats, from Novak Djokovic to Ingelmar Stenmark, Serena Williams, Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, Tiger Woods, Lindsey Vonn, Jack Nicklaus, her win average, compared to how many times it took her to get to that point, how many events it took her to get to that point, is significantly better than those other all-time greats, but they're all phenomenal. So we have the Alpine World Ski Champions coming up February 6th through the 19th. So what happens during the World Cup? World Cup ski racing takes a break. All the racers go and ski at the championships. It's going to be taking place in France at Courchevel and Maribel, which are 2 of the regular stops for the men and the women on the World Cup Tour. And then after the championships are done, the World Cup will resume. But we've got Michaela going into the championships, sitting in a great place. So that's your Michaela update. And we got more from Beaver Creek. I got a weather report coming up after the break. We'll check back in with Maddie. She has a couple great interviews in the studio. It's our Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Hi, it's Max at TV Vail. We want to invite you all to the Wacky Winter Reading Program. It's open to all ages. All you have to do is read 10 books or 1,000 pages. For more information, go on our website, tv8vail.com. And thank you to our sponsor, the Eagle Valley Library District.
Do you love local sports here in the Valley? Well, we have you covered here on the Scoreboard. where you can get exclusive interviews with some of our best local athletes, as well as great live event coverage of some of our best competitions, ranging from high school sports to some great local recreational competitions. You can catch us here on Tuesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. I can't wait to see you there.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, it's lightening up here in Beaver Creek a little bit. I'll give you a quick little shot of what's happening over here now. You can see a little bit better. A lot of fresh corduroy. Those groomers came down here first thing this morning, even though they laid corduroy down last night, and they went over it once again. So we have like a 3-inch corduroy. It's like a wide whale corduroy. It's going to feel really good under your feet today with more snow in the forecast too. Winter weather advisory kicks in at 11 today, and it'll go until 5 p.m. tomorrow. National Weather Service, according to them, calling for another potential 6 to 14 inches of snow by this next system wraps on up. So skiing and snowboarding just continues to get better and better. Here's a look at your weather for the day. We'll see temperatures in Vail midday, mid-30s, with a 70% chance of more snow showers coming our way. That 70% chance will kick in a little bit later. Right now it's not clear. We got a little bit of a red sky off towards the east where that sun's going to make its way up, but it will shift dramatically here throughout the course of the day, so plan that into your day. Your hourly forecast, we're going to see 20s to start, 30s by midday, back into the 20s as we make our way into the early evening. 36 for Denver today. Excuse me, 36 along the Front Range with a mixture of sunshine and clouds. It should be a nice day along the Front Range. 33 for Vail, Avon 35, Eagle 36. And then everywhere from Denver to Eagle, we're looking at a 50 to a 60 to a 70% chance of more moisture in the forecast with this winter weather advisory. Tonight, 70% chance of more snow showers, a breeze, 5 to 10 miles per hour, 16 degrees will be that low temperature, so cool this evening. Then your 5-day, looking pretty good Wednesday. 26 for that high temperature, snow showers. We will see probably no sunshine for tomorrow with that 70% chance of snow showers continuing with this winter weather advisory, which will wrap up at 5 p.m. tomorrow night. And then for Thursday, mostly sunny skies, 31 for a high. For Friday, some afternoon snow, 30% chance. For Saturday, we have mostly sunny once again. And then for Sunday, another 30% chance of snow. So a little bit of everything coming your way over the next 4 or 5 days. This weather report has been brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports. They've got a little bit of everything for your entire family to get you indoors, outdoors, go and play. They've got ski rentals, snowboard rentals, ski snowboard sales, lots of clothing and everything else located in the heart of Avon. All right, so Maddie, I know we got a shift coming our way. We're going to see a little bit of sunshine to start maybe, and then some cloud cover, some snow. You want to make sure you have the right eyewear so you can see. We're going to let you know what that is next. Maddie has a look at your lens of the day, brought to you by Eyepieces and the Goggle Bar.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
Just like Mark said, it is important that you see so you can ski out there, because vision is precision when you're hitting the slopes. Now, on a day like today where we might see a little bit of that sunshine first thing this morning and then a lot of that cloud coverage rolling in into the afternoon, it's important that you have the right goggle lens out there. So right now I've got this Smith 4D Mag S. And the reason that I chose this goggle lens is because Smith uses ChromaPop technology in all of their goggle lenses, which means that it's not going to really transfer the color of the light, but what it's going to do, or transition through the color of the light, but it is going to help a lot when we see these kinds of shifts in the color out there. So the ChromaPop technology does a great job. Now, this is the ChromaPop Storm Blue Sensor Mirror Lens, which means with that little bit of sensor in there, it is going to help you kind of make your way through the day no matter the light conditions. So we're going to change this goggle lens. Here it is. This is that nice little Storm Blue lens, but we're going to change this goggle lens, and it's super easy to do. All you have to do is unleash these little levers right here. So you just pop them up, and then that entire goggle lens is magnetic. So once you release those levers, it's super easy to get that goggle lens out of the frame. Super easy to change. So if you do have super sensitive eyes to the light, maybe you're someone who has those nice blue eyes and your eyes get really like easily overwhelmed by all that light, well then you can start your morning with that darker lens, and then you can put this lens in as your day goes, since it's a nice quick easy change system. Another really nice feature about these goggles is that 4D mag part is this rounded curve right here on the bottom of the goggle lens. That's going to increase your depth of view by 25%, and it's really going to help you with your bird's eye view vision. And so when you're out there, it just gives you more of that option to see that beautiful corduroy that Mark was just talking about be right below you, which is going to allow you to enjoy the mountain to its fullest capacity when you're out there, just because the more you can see, the better you can ski or ride. So make sure that you go check out any one of the great Eyepieces locations that we have throughout our community with 6 convenient locations. Of course, we're always going to recommend going to the Goggle Bar if you're looking to shop new goggles, but they offer so many wonderful services over at Eyepieces of Vail, and we want to thank them for bringing you this Lens of the Day report this morning. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun & Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun & Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon, or learn more at sunandski.com.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail, everybody. We're up here in the base of Beaver Creek Village, and if you're wondering how to get around, well, there's a great thing that's called the Beaver Creek Guide app, and we've got some great information to show you how to get from one end of Beaver Creek Village all the way to the other end of Beaver Creek Village, from the covered bridge all the way over to the Villar Center, which is located at the end there underneath the Black Family Ice Rink. So let's take a look. This is the Visitors Bureau segment, and this is all about getting around Beaver Creek.
Hi, this is Maddie Evans, and you're watching the TV8 Visitors Bureau. Right here where I'm standing, we're at the Lions Head bus stop. Now, if you're looking to make your way from Lions Head to Vail Village, this is the place you want to be because the in-town bus runs here pretty frequently. You can catch it every 10 to 15 minutes on the dot right here, and they've got a nice countdown so that you'll know when that bus is approaching and how far away it is. And then there's multiple bus stops along the way, making sure you get to the right place. And all you have to do to request a bus stop in the in-town buses is pull the cord and you're set to get off the bus. Now that we've made our way here into Vail Village, you can go explore all of the great shops and restaurants that they have over here, but there are so many great stops along the way on the in-town bus route. You can stop at the library, or you can stop at the medical center, or you can stop in Solaris. There are so many of them to stop and enjoy, and especially when the hustle and bustle of the town is taking place. Now, if you did park over in Lions Head, it's really easy. All you have to do is wait 15 minutes, jump right back on the bus, and it'll deliver you to the parking structure. Thank you so much for watching this edition of the Visitors Bureau. If there's anything else you need to know or if you want to see, make sure you contact us and we'll get it made for you. That's been it for this episode of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover true Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Have you heard the exciting news? Well, we're here to share it with you. Good Morning Vail is now a podcast, so you can stream us on all of your favorite streaming devices, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So make sure that if you are on the go, that you get in the know by streaming us on any of those platforms. We love what we do here at TV8, and we love to give you the information, so make sure that you can catch us all the time. Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then make sure you tune in every day at 6:30 and 10:30 p.m. to catch The Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your three favorite mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe. I'll be your host, Maddie Evans, and I can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we were talking earlier at the beginning of the show that today is National We Are Not Broken Day, which is Mental Health Awareness Day, and we've got SpeakUp, Reachout joining me on the couch this morning because we have so many great resources here in our community and so many people miss them. So we've got Leslie Robertson joining me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here bright and early this morning.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Of course, only because I think that right now we are in that phase where if you live here and you don't ski or snowboard or do any of those outdoor activities, then the seasonal depression can be really hard.
It can be.
I think that people forget how many great resources you guys have culminated into one specific spot so people can go and they can find exactly the resource they need.
Right, exactly. And this time of year, too, I feel like so much of our local community works in hospitality and the tourism industry, and they're just coming off the really busy holiday season. I used to work in that industry, so like you're feeling the pressure and you're feeling all that kind of the extra work hours and everything to go along with it, too.
The subtle burnout that is not even, we aren't halfway through the ski season yet,
right.
But it does start to happen very quickly, and especially this holiday time where everyone is working, 60 hours a week and then is trying to live the life that they would like of skiing and snowboarding, and the reason that they're here too. So the burning the candle at both ends.
Exactly. We do have a lot of really great resources, however, so that's something that's beneficial for our community. We have behavioral health resources, we have suicide prevention resources, we have all sorts of things that a lot of them are free, which some people may not know about, but things that can really help people who might be struggling.
Which I think is really important. And so let's talk about some of these great resources, because we talked about behavioral health. So what is really the difference between the behavioral health and the mental health aspect?
To me, it's very similar. So
Yes.
mental wellness obviously is, are you taking care of yourself and your spirituality and your emotions and your relationships and all of those things? Like, how are you feeling mentally? So there's a lot of things you can do. We've got a section on our website that talks about coping skills and a lot of things you can do to really kind of release your stress and help yourself cope with hard situations so that you can get through them a little bit more smoothly than you might otherwise. The mental health and behavioral health, if you're experiencing any sort of mental illness or you're having any sort of crisis, or just struggling in general, you may not be diagnosed with something like a mental illness. Behavioral health can really help with that, because then you're looking at maybe counseling or peer support or some additional resources to help you get through those situations.
Which I think it's really important that people understand that we do have these resources here, and they are specifically to benefit our local community, just because it is really hard sometimes. And one of the biggest things, especially if you're someone who's like, I would like to go to therapy, is finding that therapist not only that's going to work for you, but that's going to work for your insurance as well.
Right.
And there's some challenges to that, but there's some great little tips and tricks up on the website where people can go. They can do the therapist finder. That way they can put in their insurance to help them find that therapist that's going to help them the most.
Right. And if they don't have insurance, there's Olivia's Fund that we were talking about earlier. You can apply to get 6 free therapy sessions. A lot of businesses also have employee assistance programs. I know Vail Resorts has that, East West Hospitality, the Sonanop. Those are just a few off the top of my head that I know have those. Those you can, again, generally get some free therapy sessions. So if finances are a barrier, there are ways. And if you don't have insurance, there are ways to get those therapy sessions.
Which I think is really cool, that a lot of people, and especially maybe those in the restaurant industry, have a hard time getting those therapy sessions, especially with the lack of insurance that they're getting from their employers, because whether they're seasonal or whatever it is. And so this is a great way for people to understand that these resources, although they seem so far out of reach because what we've been taught for so long about insurance and making sure you have it to be able to access these, that's not the case.
Right. You can get help.
Yes.
One of my favorite resources on Vail Health's behavioral health website is there's a behavioral health case manager. They actually have several. You can email them, you can call them. And so if you get on that website and you're thinking, I have insurance, but I don't know if my insurance will work for a therapist. I don't even know what kind of therapist to look for. Maybe I should do something else. They can really help. It's free, and they can help you navigate, like, what will work best for you. They can help you figure out if your insurance will cover certain things. So to me, like, that's almost the best starting point, because they can really take the guesswork out of it. Sometimes you get on these websites and there's so many resources, you don't even know where to start.
Right.
So I love that resource, because they're going to help you find the things that'll work best for you and figure out how to pay for it. And if your insurance doesn't cover it, they can help you with the Olivia's Fund application.
Which, that makes it a lot easier, because I know that I've had some friends recently that are trying to get Olivia's Fund and have struggled with the application process, only because it is sometimes a little bit daunting, and especially if you're not from here or you grew up here, you know all the resources or the availability of people here.
Right.
That really is going to help people so substantially. And now you guys have some great resources just at SpeakUp, Reachout alone. And so if people are maybe feeling in that place where they feel like they have no other option, they can always call you guys and get to the Hope Center.
They actually just call the Hope Center directly, your
Even
Hope
better.
Center directly. That's our local crisis line. We also have Colorado Crisis Services number on our website, and you can either call them or text Some people would rather text and not talk on the phone. And then we have a lot of great resources if you're having suicidal thoughts, if you know someone who's having suicidal thoughts, if you know someone who's lost someone through suicide, or you have, like, what are those grief support services? Also, if someone has attempted suicide, how do you support them? And then we just have, great coping skills. We have LGBTQ plus specific resources for men. That's one of our challenging populations when it comes to suicidal thoughts here, not only in our valley, but also in the nation. So yeah, we have lots of different resources on our resource page.
Which I think is really important that people just know this. And that's why we always love when you guys come in, because I think it's so important that we share all these resources and we share that, one, you are not alone. It is okay. And if you are in one of those moments where your brain is just like really fighting against you, you can call people, you can talk to the right people, and you can find the resource that's going to be the most beneficial.
Definitely. And one of my favorite resources is Your Hope Center. That's our local crisis line, as I was saying. And it's not just for crisis situations. If you're having a bad day or you can't get into a therapist appointment, call Your Hope Center. They are licensed clinicians, so they can help you through, something that you may not think is a crisis situation. They can still talk you through, what to do, some suggestions, how to help you. And if you know someone who's struggling and you're not sure what to do, you can call and say, hey, my friend, my family member, they're doing these things, what can I do? And they can really kind of help that situation too. To me, they're such a great resource right here in our valley. And because they're local, they know all the local resources, that you can also go to for help.
Leslie, thank you so much for coming in and speaking on this kind of heavy-hitting subject first thing in the morning, but we really appreciate what you guys do here in our community, and we appreciate you guys helping bring light to all of the wonderful resources we have.
You're welcome, and thanks for having us on to talk about them.
Of course, we love having you guys on. Make sure that if you or anyone you know is struggling, that you use any of these great resources, because it's such a powerful tool that you have access to help anyone in need, and especially when it comes to their mental health or behavioral health. So make sure that you're doing your part and you're just speaking up and reaching out. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
We at TV8 Vail are thrilled to announce the upcoming launch of Good Day Vail with me, Cece Zach, as your host. Through sharing expertise of locals, we will help you live your best life in the Vail Valley. So please join us to enhance your daily life.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover true Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We were just talking about some great mental health resources here in our community, and what better way to kick off celebrating 140 years of our community than talking about all of the great powers and strengths that we carry. Well, we've got Claire Noble to give us some more information on 140 years of Eagle County. Good morning, Claire.
Good morning. Thanks again for getting me up early this morning.
I love
I was
it.
driving in this morning, and it was actually a tequila sunrise. I don't know if Mark mentioned that, because he said something about it being kind of orangey off to the east, but I think that's what the drink looks like.
I think it is too, and we got to see a brief little shot of it this morning, and I was like, wow, that is going to be spectacular when it comes in full force.
And just before we kind of get into it, I did want to mention I just got an Everbridge alert from EC Alerts. So we've talked about EC Alerts a lot on this show, but Glenwood Canyon is closed westbound at mile marker 130. So if you're heading west, you might want to take an alternate route or just give it a little bit of time.
See, these are good things to know. And really quickly, if people do not know what EC Alerts are and they're traveling, maybe visiting our town, but they're kind of wondering what's going to happen on that I-70 corridor eastbound as they're trying to make their way home and we're in this winter weather advisory, how can they sign up for EC Alerts?
Visit ecalert.org and you can sign up, and then you're going to need to download the Everbridge app to your phone, and you'll get all of these alerts for different kinds of traffic issues, like Vail Pass closes, or there's an accident in Frisco, or Dow Junction, or wherever. You're going to get an alert.
Which makes it so much better if you're traveling, because then you can know exactly what you're going to expect. I've had so many people that were out here visiting that have missed their flights home because they were like, oh, it's going to snow, we're going to leave 4 hours early.
Yeah.
And then there's an accident.
Yeah, and it wasn't enough. The other thing I like to do, cotrip.org as well. You go there and you can look at the cameras. That's for me, like if I'm traveling to Grand Junction, I'm going to look at the cameras along the way and just see what I'm in for.
Yeah, the entire visual. And so these are some great resources that you can use, whether it is cotrip.org or co.gov, and then of course the EC Alerts. And then you can call 511, which is the statewide hotline. That way you get all that great information. Now let's talk 140 years.
Yeah, I know this wasn't even what we were going to talk about today. Eagle County on February 11th turns 140 years, 1883 to 2023. So we're celebrating all year long. And kind of the centerpiece of the celebration is a then and now photography exhibit, which we're kind of putting the finishing touches on right now. And we tried to capture the different communities of Eagle County. Right. And so I think if people come see this exhibit, and it's going to kick off at Colorado Mountain College on February 8th, and then it's going to travel around the valley. So then the next month it'll be at the Eagle Public Library, and then it'll be at the Vail Public Library in April, and a few other libraries around the valley. And I'm actually going to try to have it at the rodeo for anybody who's going to be visiting the rodeo. If you didn't get over to one of the libraries, you'll be able to see it there. But I think you'll have a lot of reactions to this. You'll see how some things have changed a lot, like Edwards, or you'll also see things that didn't change at all. Bond hasn't changed much, or places that were more populated before, like McCoy, less populated now. So I think that'll be kind of the fun thing about the exhibit. What changed, what stayed the same, what things are always the same. There's a great photo of the one-room schoolhouse in Avon, and we've recreated that photo with Avon Elementary today.
Wow. See, I think those are always so cool when you get to see the progression of where it started and where it is now. And I just think that this is going to be such a unique experience, especially because so many of these pictures are 35mm camera or a more challenging camera to shoot on. And you guys have these incredible film prints.
Yeah, thanks for even mentioning that. We've got a great photographer, Dylan Brown, who's been taking all the now photos for us and putting them together in a side-by-side. Now, this picture, we couldn't recreate this one, so we're using it in our advertising. You've probably seen this photo before, but that's Minturn. That was the Minturn Roundhouse, and this train lurched and went right through the wall, and now people showed up to take their photos with it. But this lets you know that this kickoff is happening on February 8th at 5:30 at Colorado Mountain College. Steph, our graphic designer, did an awesome logo that we'll be using on all of our branding throughout the year.
Which that picture is just one of the many brief flashbacks on history that you can look on, because you go and you walk the Minturn Railroad and you can physically see all of these pieces of history on it. like the big boulders and everything. So it's so fascinating. to see these
Thanks
pictures.
for bringing that up, because that also reminds me, if you think about how much we've changed in 140 years, you go back to 1883, what were the industries of Eagle County? You had railroads, you had mining, ranching, sheep herding, agriculture, and there's a little bit of that remaining, but for the most part, we've completely changed to real estate, outdoor recreation, that kind of industry.
And my favorite history saying is you don't know where you're going unless you know where you've been. And so as a community, what a cool opportunity to see how we started as a place like Minturn or Avon or Vail, and then the history of progression through the times, because we spend a lot of time focusing on Vail Mountain with our history here as a whole, whether it's through the Colorado Snow Sports Museum or any of these other great alternatives that we do to really bring it to life and highlight the 10th Mountain Division. But what a cool way to see our entire county.
Yeah, and the thing about the Skiing and Snow Sport Museum is this is great information. It's more near history, and so this exhibit's going to delve a little bit more into our more distant history.
And why they call it Beaver Creek. Like, that's such a cool piece of history.
And why do they call it Beaver Creek?
Because there were so many trappers up there, and that creek was so frequent with the beavers that you could trap them up there super easy to avoid them eating the lettuce.
So I'm glad you brought up the trappers, because another thing we're doing as part of this celebration is we're making coloring books for kids based on these, not these photos, but photos from our archive of people. So the Then and Now exhibit really tends to be landscapes and buildings, but the coloring book is the colorful people of Eagle County, the old-timey skiers, the cowboys, the farmers, the fishermen that lived up here. And we, can't wait to get this finished and get it distributed to the kids of Eagle County.
Now, as people are interested, and you guys are going to kick all of this fun off here in February, if they want to find where the photo exhibit is, so that way they can make their way and see it at any of the great locations, where can they kind of follow along with its traveling?
Yeah, so we'll have a dedicated website on our county website, so eaglecounty.us. You'll be able to find all of the activities, where the Then and Now photo exhibit is happening, and other things we're going to be doing later on in the spring. We have a project with one of the high schools to plant 140 seedlings as kind of a way to honor 140 years of Eagle County as well.
Claire, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information, and thanks for really celebrating Eagle County in the best way possible.
Thanks for having me on, Maddie.
Make sure that you check out the Eagle County website. That way you can follow the photo exhibit, because there's no better way to really experience our community than these flashbacks to the past. Now we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to go check in with Mark.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard the Leadville Railroad. Ride this holiday season. Time for family, friends, hot cocoa, and a relaxing trip. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com. A holiday experience you won't forget.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, so I don't know if you can see off my shoulder up there, though, but looking up towards Strawberry Park, you can see there's a little bit of sun on the hillside. As that cloud cover rolls out of the west, though, the southwest, it's going to change here dramatically. Winter weather advisory is in effect starting at 11 o'clock today until 5 o'clock tomorrow night. So National Weather Service calling for potentially another 6 to 14 inches of snow at some of the higher elevations. So we're going to have more snow on the ground this afternoon. Tomorrow morning should be a great morning to get out and do some powder skiing. Actually today too, because there's a little fresh snow up there. It's good all around Beaver Creek and Vail. Your weather for the day, We're going to see a high temperature in Vail Village midday at about 33 degrees with a 70% chance of snow showers coming our way with this winter weather advisory. So keep that in mind. Snow off and on, off and on, off and on, all throughout the afternoon, tonight, and through tomorrow. Your hourly forecast for Vail, we are going to see 22 to start, 30 by noon. 33 will be that high temperature, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, then dropping into the upper 20s by 8 o'clock tonight. Sunny in Denver today. Well, mostly sunny, a little bit of cloud cover also. 50% chance of a little bit of light snow coming your way down there. They have a winter storm warning to the north corner of the Denver area, moving towards the northern part of that area this afternoon also. So they're going to see some snow, significant snow outside of the city. For Vail 33 with a 70% chance of some moisture, and then we're looking at 60% for Avon, 50% for Eagle, and snowy skies throughout the daytime. Our temperatures tonight dropping to about 16 degrees for that low temperature with a 70% chance of more snow coming our way with this winter weather advisory. And then as we jump ahead, that 5-day forecast, we have a mixture. So for tomorrow, 70% chance of snow showers with a high of 26. For Thursday, mostly sunny skies with a high of 31. For Friday, a 30% chance of afternoon snow, maybe a little bit of sunshine in the morning with a high of about 30 degrees in Vail. And then for Saturday, mostly sunny skies, once again with a high of 29. And then Sunday, a 30% chance of moisture, afternoon snow, sunshine in the morning for Sunday with a high of 28. All right. That's your weather. Get out there and enjoy the snow. We have some great snow coming our way. We've had great snow all season so far. We're going to take it back to Maddie to wrap up the show, but it's been nice being with you today. We're glad you enjoyed us. Tune in tomorrow for more Good Morning Vail. Maddie, you're going to get out and do a little bit of skiing or snowboarding today? What's on your schedule?
Oh, Mark, I wish I could do that, but it does look beautiful right where you are, and I love the snow globe in the background. So if you are making your way up to Beaver Creek, they have all of these incredible art installations like that big, huge snow globe that was behind Mark. It's a great photo op. They've got these beautiful reflective mirror skis right at the bottom of the escalator by the ice skating rink. They've got these wild snow flowers that light up at night, so if you're going out there to ice skate, maybe on a nice little date or a family evening out, well, then you can go under these big, huge, beautiful lights over there, and then there's this giant pair of goggles that make for a fun photo op too. So make sure that you explore all of the cool artwork up in Beaver Creek as well if you're making your way up there, because Mark made it look pretty appealing this morning. So I don't know about you, but Beaver Creek is looking pretty nice first thing this morning. And not only that, but 3 p.m. free cookies every single day, so you can enjoy a nice warm gooey chocolate chip cookie over in Beaver Creek at 3 o'clock. So make sure that you go check it out and you participate in all the fun. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to this Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow. We'll be here from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and we've got a great show in store for you as well tomorrow. Now, if you're looking to maybe hang out just a little bit longer with us here at TV8, well then you can stay tuned for Good Day Vail with CC Zach, because it plays every Monday through Thursday right after Good Morning Vail, and it's going to help you live your best life up here in the mountains. So make sure that you stay tuned for the next little bit. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. Get out there and have a great Tuesday, everyone.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has